Planning, or failing to plan as it were. Have you ever tried to use a screwdriver as a hammer? Of course not. But why would I be talking to you about that, especially when I start by saying planning? Hey everyone, Dr. Jones here with another one of your weekly messages. And this week, I want to talk about the idea of using the right tool for the right job. And now that's related to planning because all of your tools come from being properly prepared. If a plumber comes out to your house to fix something, they have all the tools they need in the van. If you're working on something in your house, or if you're studying for a test, or if you're looking to go to the gym has all the right tools that you'll need. And if you're studying, you want to have all the right things you need to study, or else it doesn't work out well. So the idea that when you fail to plan, you never have the right tool. And when you never have the right tool, you can't do the job properly. Sure, you can probably get to the end, speaking from personal experience with the screwdriver as a hammer, but it takes you a lot longer and the job doesn't get done as well. And we all know that when we don't execute towards our goals as well as we possibly can, one of two things happen. Either we fall short or we fall short. That's right. I repeated that because if you fail to plan, you plan for failure. Somebody much smarter than me said that at one point, so it's probably true. As a matter of fact, I can say that it's true because it's happened to me. So look, how do we make sure we're using the right tool for the right job to make sure that we're planning properly? There are a number of ways, and I want you to consider using some of these ways. Each day, you should be thinking about using a journal. You should be reflecting at night on how the day went and what you're going to do to improve that tomorrow. That's just the basic level checking in. That's still not really planning. So when you plan a goal, you have to plan backwards from the goal. And what I mean by that is you have to say by a certain time, I'm going to achieve a certain thing. Or if I want to achieve something, what time is it, if it's a performance-based type thing, do I have to have that done by? And then you plan out certain steps. Now, that nightly journal can even be done as a weekly journal to check your progress, to make sure that you're doing things and you're on track the way you need to be on track to hit your goal. And if you don't, if you're not, then you can adjust and you can make sure you hit your goal. So what happens when you don't plan or you don't have the right tool, so to speak? Well, the first basic thing you're going to notice is that you don't have any of the tools you need to accomplish what you need to accomplish when you need to accomplish it by. The second thing is that you're going to be running around using whatever you can get your hands on to complete the task at hand, which, as I mentioned before, leads to it not being done as well as it could be done. So make sure that you set a plan. Things don't just happen randomly. Sometimes they do, but never in a situation that it's towards your goal. The best way you can move forward or you can make sure you have the right tools is through planning, because if you don't have them, well, we see how that works out. That's all I've got for this week. I was really thinking about the idea of always having the right tool. Not because I was maybe using the wrong tool for something I was doing around the house, but you get the drift. Thanks for taking the time to listen. I never take it for granted. I always appreciate it. And remember, as you continue to plan greater levels of success for yourself, do it purposefully, do it with integrity, and do it with character. You have a great week.